Hello everyone, Dad back again. Hope you're all well. Welcome along to this new series on American Truck Simulator. The series is called the Debt-Free Explorer, where we embark on a journey to explore the map in American Truck Simulator to 100%, so every single part of the map explored and driven. Doing that whilst debt-free, not taking any loans or anything like that. And we are also running, just to add things, make things slightly more difficult, we're also running the GDC Realistic Economy mod as well. So join us on this journey as we try to create a successful trucking company in a very hard environment. So we're just setting up a new profile here. Simidad's the name. Simidad Logistics is the company. So preferred truck design is Peterbilt, and the company logo one of the stock ones, and one of these pictures as well. Alright guys, so we're all loaded in. It's just asking us to confirm where we want to start. We're going to be looking at, I think it's settled on Salt Lake City, Utah, just because it's fairly central to the map. That seems like the best place to locate ourselves, so we'll confirm that selection. Tutorial, thank you. Alright, so while this loads in, our first job is a load of gypsum from Salt Lake City down to Ogden. And like I said, we're running the GDC Realistic Economy mod, and that's paying us a whopping $57. Alright, so here we are in Salt Lake City. Welcome to American Truck Simulator. At last you have the chance to experience your dream job, driving a truck. Your own transportation company is now open for business, but sadly you lack the money to buy a truck. And now you'll have to work for other companies as a driver for hire. Your task is to safely deliver a load of gypsum to UPS dock in Ogden. The employer has provided you with a vehicle and will cover all expenses. Don't let anyone down and arrive on time. So we're all fired in now. We've got this beautiful Peterbilt, a nice deep red, loaded up with the UPS trailer, ready to rock and roll. So like I said, it's $57 I think it's paying, a 51-minute job, and yeah, let's get rocking and rolling. We can have a little chat on the way. Let's start this beauty up. Purring like a kitten. So we'll just get out on the road and get this job done. So it's probably going to be a fairly short episode, this one, just as we get introduced to the series. The goal of the series, really, like I said, is we're going to get a successful trucking company on the go, earning, we're profitable, earning a reasonable amount of money in the hardest way possible. We've got the GDC Economy mod running. We've also got the GDC Realistic Fuel prices running as well. Just to add that complexity to the fuel prices are dynamic, so they will change in line with real world conditions, as does the rates of pay. There'll be some calculations to be done down the line so that we can work out what our minimum per mile pay will be. So let me just turn off the mirrors as well. I'll just creep out. So yeah, the GDC Economy mod is available on Steam Workshop, and still clear, good to go. Yep, it's available on Steam Workshop and comes with a very comprehensive guide, PDF link to a Google Doc, so that you can get a real feel for what it is, what its purpose is. Just come over in this lane. So having a read through that, our goal eventually is to become what they call an over-the-road trucker, which is a trucker that does national deliveries, long-distance national deliveries. Let's get our outside view so we can see the lights. Yeah, over-the-road trucking is national. They do long distance, long haul, and that's where we're aiming to. In the meantime, we'll be a shorter haul trucker. We'll be staying around Utah mainly, maybe venture into some of the other states as well. The GDC economy mod, its main purpose is to make, so it makes the rates of pay per mile more realistic to real world trucking. So we're contract driving at the moment, and the rate of pay was, I think, less than $1 a mile, something, or maybe just slightly over $1 a mile, which apparently is according to the PDF anyway, is realistic to what a real American truck driver could expect for contract driving, where you're driving someone else's truck. And like I was saying, there will be some calculations required down the line. It gives a very handy formula to calculate how much your truck costs to run per mile, so that you know then essentially what the lowest job per mile pay is that you can take. So when we eventually can afford to get our own truck and we're driving for ourselves and all the cost is on us,
keep right and then exit right.
We will need to know that information, because it's vital that we're running as efficiently and profitably as possible. So things like making sure we're minimising the amount of time that we're on the road where we're not getting paid. So that's things like driving between jobs. I know we're looking to explore the map 100%, but I'd like to do that whilst we're on jobs and getting paid for it. Because obviously it costs our pocket money when we're exploring on our own free time. I'm not running any mods for like shortening the time of rest or anything like that. That's all left as is. I think it's 10.5 hours to drive, 10 hours rest is what the truckers in the US are allowed to do. I think fairly similar to something over here as well in the UK.
Exit right.
So when we get our own truck, we'll be
and then turn left.
Back into, make sure we're driving as sensibly as possible, as efficiently as possible,
Turn left.
taking jobs that are profitable in the sense of when we've worked out our minimum per mile cost to run the truck, then we're only taking jobs that are worth more than that. And obviously the other thing as well is making sure we're not falling foul of
Keep right and then turn
the law.
right.
So speed, watching that. Not running any, we're just pulling into Ogden now. Now, I'm not 100%, you guys correct me if you know. I'm pretty sure that in America, they've got something which apparently is turn right on red. So if you're on a red light, you can turn right as long as it's clear to do so. Now, I think he's letting us out. Hopefully we don't get a ticket. So, gears out. So as I was saying, just make sure we're not falling foul of the law. No speeding, no jumping lights, no crashing, just that general kind of thing, because all of that's going to come out of our pocket. Is this a filter lane? Don't know.
Turn left.
I think it is. Just because because obviously if we're only getting paid, like for example this job now, I know we don't own the truck, so it's not coming out of our pocket, but if we get caught speeding in this truck, it's a $180 fine. We're only getting $57 for the job, so very quickly the job becomes not very profitable at all. So in terms of driving, I'm going to be doing in cab mostly, but it will be jumping out of cab for lights and things where I can't quite see the light change. Come on. Any time today would be great.
Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on. Get
I
ready.
think this is
Turn right.
just up ahead here.
Turn right.
Swing out a little bit.
Finally, we are here.
Quite on the trigger. There we are. So, yep, let's do it there. It's the only place that gets us some good XP. Swing out this way. Straighten up. Let's check that side. I don't think I'm gonna get in there. Let's just come on this way a little bit. Okay, we're in. We made it. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't glamorous, but we're in. Didn't damage. So, job report, 34 miles driven, hour and 24, 7.4 gallons of fuel used, $57 payment, and 95 XP. So, yeah, not a bad start. Again, with the GDC economy mod, the job pay isn't great. Probably would have got more like a couple of grand on normal economy with that, but you know, that's the name of the challenge. So it's not too bad. Got some good XP, which is great. We got our first 34 miles under our belt, which is also great. I did try and find how many miles there were in American Truck Simulator, and couldn't find anything concrete online about it at all, which is quite surprising. In terms of mileage, so I've got the base game, obviously. I've got all of the SCS DLCs, and Pro Mods Canada at the moment. I have got Canamania and Coast to Coast and Reformer as well, but I don't currently have those installed. May install those at a later date depending how the series goes. But yeah, that's that, and obviously I'll buy any of the SCS official DLCs that come out. But yeah, that's the goal really, is debt-free, 100% exploration, and GDC economy mod. And we'll see how we get on. So this is our headquarters, it's telling us. It's a pretty basic garage, it may not be much, but it's a start. Unfortunately, I haven't got anything to park there yet, so there are no trucks in sight. Once you've earned enough money and bought a truck, you will be able to move in the world freely and run your own business from here. Good luck. Thank you, I'll need it. So yeah, we've got an email, we'll just check what that is. Need money, we can help. No, thank you very much. So we don't need that. We'll just have a quick look on the map. So we've got, like I said, this is all Pro Mods Canada up here, and then these are all official DLCs down here, including Texas down there. So quite a lot of mileage to cover. Obviously the C2C route covers all of this. Canamania comes up into Canada over here, and then Reformer comes down into Mexico, but we don't have those installed, so we may add them later on, we'll see. But for now, that is the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, give it a massive thumbs up, that would be amazing. Any feedback or thoughts in the comments down below. Share it if you can, share it to your friends, and subscribe if you aren't already. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, take care.